So this person has butterflies when it comes to you, and they think that you're very attractive, but there's something here about them just surprised that someone as gorgeous as you is interested in them. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. Thank you for being here. I am Mystic Alchemy. So this person saw you and they just like, you gave them the wow factor. They saw you, they're like, wow, like you really are gorgeous. It's almost like they're feeling like they haven't seen someone as gorgeous as you in a while. And I'm talking about like well-rounded gorgeousness, not just looking good on the outside, but also in the inside. Because they heard you open your mouth and your voice is just as beautiful as your face and your appearance in general, even the way you carry yourself and how you dress. So you're just all around gorgeous. They're like, wow. And as they're talking to you, they're picking up signals from you because it seems like when you like someone, you have a little way about you. You could be slightly flirtatious. It's just like a little something about you where they could see you glow. And they don't feel like they're wrong, and they're usually good with being able to call out if someone's interested in them. And from how they perceive you, they can tell that you are interested in them as well. Like you wouldn't mind going out on a date with them. And it's like a part of them wants to ask you, but then they're like, what if I get shot down? But then they're like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it, and whatever happens, happens, because you're so welcoming. Like your energy is very welcoming. So there's times when people may have wanted to speak to you and didn't, but for this particular person, they did feel that for a moment, but that's just because they didn't want to get rejected. But here, there's something about having a chance to tell you and wanting to take that chance. Like there's a moment within the conversation where they're thinking, should I ask or should I not? But they don't want to show that they're feeling that way. They're keeping it casual, and calm. Yet in their mind, they're teetering and tottering. And it feels like a genuine mini conversation. Like say you're in some type of department store and then you see them with something in their hand and you ask them about it. Oh, you like that color? What made you get that color? Do you think that's a nice product? Have you ever used it before? It feels like something very natural. It doesn't feel forced at all. And because of how you approach them, if you didn't approach them that way, they may not have even thought to ask you out on a date or ask to exchange numbers, just because they think you're so gorgeous that they're like, are you taken already? They don't even want to hear you say that you're in a relationship with anybody else. However, there's just something inside of them that they're going to ask you because they feel like it's right in that moment. So they're going to shoot their shot. Okay? But they're really surprised that you're even giving them the feeling that you are interested in them, because they just feel like you can have anybody you want. There's something about that where they just feel like you can have anybody you want. And I don't want to say that they're insecure. I mean, maybe it could be a little insecurity, but it's more so like, I don't know, it feels like astonished. It feels like astonishment. And it's just like this element of surprise that they took on when they started to communicate with you. And it could have a lot to do with, I'm hearing your dialect. Maybe you're from somewhere else and you have an accent. Maybe you're from a different country from where they're from or something like that. Or you just speak well. Something about your voice and your tone, the way you speak. That, along with everything else, it was like all that they needed in order to feel this certain level of comfort with you, to where they're like, I have to say what's on my mind. I can't hold it back. And they might even be so genuine to actually say that in that moment, when usually they don't. but there's something about you that makes them want to be like open with you and just say what they want to say. And I think it's just your inviting, welcoming energy that has them feeling like this. And usually they're more hesitant, but with you, all that stuff went out the window. So yeah, you make them feel a level of comfort that they don't usually feel, and you made them, realize that very quickly. So they took advantage of that moment, and they're happy that they did. Now, if this is some type of encounter that you would appreciate having, drop it down in the comments. Claim this. This is a natural connection, a natural encounter that I think is healthy, and it feels right. It doesn't feel strange and weird. It just feels very genuine. And when it comes to relationships, it's really nice to go towards a person and circumstances that just feel right and it feels genuine, So that's it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you feel in my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. If you would like to book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyrose.org. From October 1st to October 31st, there is a sale, a discounted rate for the healthy conversations. Okay, so take advantage while that discount applies. And I'm going to update that on my site probably today. Okay, and also you can join the membership here on YouTube just to support me. And for those who do decide to join, thank you. I appreciate you in advance. And I'll see you in the next one.